Hi, I'm Stephanie. I represent I'm Aware.
And I'm Ebony, and I represent ENDTs as well as Ebonyonics.
And together we make Group Economics.
See that? Group Economics started off as a business. We both do t-shirts, cheap prints with the
silk screens.
Mm-hmm. That's technical term, silk screening. I do vinyl, HTV, and the digital. I can do some of that. And they say mine is a form of screen printing because they got the little. We'll talk about that later. We ain't gonna get technical. But we started off as a t-shirt company, and we decided that we wanted to get together and we wanted to actually help our community. So instead of just selling t-shirts, now if you buy one of our nice shirts, it goes towards helping your community, and it goes towards any of the events that we have. Like we have food drives. We do a mobile Friendsgiving, and we also do a book bag giveaway as well as a warm weather wear. Yes. So if you happen to want to buy a shirt or you want to reach out and donate,
all proceeds go to those events.
Yeah. So we came together to form a group, and our ultimate goal is basically to
networking with like-minded successors to accomplish economic growth, helping others obtain skills because it's absolutely necessary.
It's absolutely necessary.
Yes,
Guess what? The shirt are. I know it's little, but that shirt says that.
Yes.
It's group economics, and the shirt says it. So if you're a like-minded successor and you want to work with us, because it's absolutely necessary, you can purchase a shirt.
It can't be done alone. That's why we're here.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. So if you want to purchase a shirt, all the proceeds will go towards the events that we do, towards our warm weather wear, towards our food drive, or towards some of the other events that we have for the community. Again, with us having a main goal of working with like-minded successors, we also wanted to help the community. So we got together and we created this show to basically bring awareness to our community about different issues that we are having as African Americans, as minorities, and just as male, women,
different
single,
individuals,
black, young people. We really want to help our young people. We have a big passion for males and young people. One, because we have boys. There's 5 boys among us both. And then there's even more because then they got men involved. We got partners. And then you got dogs. And they're all males. So the only women in this group is us. Mm-hmm. So suffering. Help us.
Yes.
Help us.
A good suffering because we're here. Yes.
That's what she said. But what we're trying to do is we're just trying to bring some awareness to our community about the different issues that we've seen in our communities growing up, and that we're seeing with our boys, that we're seeing in our families, and that we're just seeing overall. Yeah. So our main topic, I don't know if you've been here with us for our vlog/podcast, is just to bring attention to and awareness to perception.
Yes. Perception. Yes, it's a driving force. Everyone has a different way of thinking, and we just want to bring out how we can be better thinkers to evolve around other people, because your thought process might be different from others, but if you come with a collective thought, it can be not hearsay, but I get you, and more understanding, more comprehension to different topics, to different daily topics that we have. Yes.
Yeah, so your perception drives your everyday life choices. And anything you do, it's your building blocks. It's your knowledge, it's your beliefs, it's your upbringing. It's just everything that you do is driven by perception. Because your perception is different than my perception. So some things I might find that are disrespectful might not be disrespectful to you.
Yeah.
It's okay. We can coexist in a world full of different perceptions.
Yeah, that's a great word. Yeah, definitely coexisting, learning different perceptions. Absolutely.
Yes. So in our previous episodes, when it comes to perception, we talked about how your perception can create thugs. You got to check it out to see what thug is, okay? Because we bring an acronym every week. So if you want to see what thug is, you got to go back and check it out. It's our first episode, and it's about thugs, okay? It's thug. And then how a thug can become haters. Gotta check it out to see what haters is. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about, but it's how they can become haters. Again, it's an acronym so each letter stands for something. So thug stands for something, hater stands for something. And then in our the last episode that we did, we talked about PTSD.
Yes.
And how you can actually use it to your advantage. Not the PTSD you thinking, like post-traumatic stress disorder. No, not that one you thinking about. We're talking about how you can use PTSD to your advantage.
Yes.
So check out the episode so you can see what it means. It means something. And today you just want to touch on, I'm not going to say what it was, what the thug was, but we're touching on how thugs and haters, you can obtain that PTSD while P.Y.T. You know what I'm saying? P.Y.T. You remember that? Remember that old song? Remember that old song? We're not talking about Pretty Young Things right now.
Oh,
we're not talking about.
Okay.
I mean, I know we Pretty Young Things. We looking a little pretty and young.
Yes.
But that's what we're talking about right now. P.Y.T. What does that acronym stand for?
Patiently yearning through transformation.
Yes. So P.Y.T. Patiently yearning through transformation.
Yes.
So we're basically going to touch on how while you're patiently yearning for transformation, how it can help you. And I'm going to say a little bit of the acronym, help you with your traumatization. You got to still go back and look at why we're talking about traumatized, and how it can help you use that anger that you have towards other people's success, how you can use that and just patiently wait and yearn for your transformation.
Yes.
We mentioned metacognition in our previous episode, and it's just basically it's awareness on the understanding of one's thought process, how you think. It's a big word, meta. I just call it meta. You know, we like to shorten everything. You know, us African Americans like to shorten everything. Everybody got a nickname. My name is Ebony, but everybody call me Eb or something else of that form.
Yes.
You got Stephanie, but we call her Steph or something of that form. I call her Miss Jones. I mean, telling all her business, but hey, that's what I call her.
Yes.
So sometimes she called me Miss Douglas. I mean,
yes.
But you know how in our community we make up nicknames for everything. So meta, how can you become more meta?
Yes.
Metacognition, meaning how can you become more aware about your thought process and the way that you think and the way that you do things, which all ties to perception. It's your thought process, and this is how you thought, and your metacognition helps you through your thought process. So, yeah. And we talked about quiet and negative self-talk with the metacognition and just being aware of those things. We also touched on how you can coexist with people and just knowing your learning styles. And there's like 3 knowledge bases of metacognition, 3 different ones. Stephanie, you want to tell us about those 3 different ones?
So our 3 learning styles, of metacognition
or knowledge base,
or knowledge bases, declarative, procedural, and strategy.
Right.
Yes.
So the first one that you touched on was declarative knowledge, and it's just knowledge of one's own capabilities. So it's like knowing something, like
actual facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Actual
facts. Factual declarative knowledge. This is what I know. Your procedural knowledge is like a knowledge of a task at hand, like knowledge how to do something.
Yes.
And then strategy knowledge is the knowledge of using strategies, how to strategize. So let's take, I think she got some athletes in her family too. So we're gonna take basketball. We're just gonna take something everybody know, because the game come on tonight, y'all. We know that the finals is out here. The game comes on tonight, and declarative is, you might know how to play basketball, right? You know that's a statement, that's a fact, right? Procedural is, okay, shooting a free throw. Strategy is how to shoot the free throw. Because some of us, you got to get that perfect arch in. You got to get that perfect arch in.
It's about that good form. Yeah.
Right. So strategy is the strategy you're going to do it. And it's just like, that's just like the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets playing against tonight. They got to have a strategy. They have the procedure is they're gonna play basketball. They that's something they know. That's a task at hand. It's for them to go out and play this game tonight. they have to have a strategy. So the coaches come up with a strategy on how to. They've played this team twice already, so now they got to come up with a strategy on how to beat them. So this is the same thing you can use in your life. So if you're a sports fan or you play sports at any time in your life, this is something you've used and didn't even know you were using.
Yes.
So declarative is a statement. Like, I'm going to go play this game today. I know how to play basketball. That's your statement. That's something you know.
Yes.
Procedural is, okay, I got to shoot the ball. That's the procedure. I'm shooting the ball, right? And then your strategy is, how am I going to shoot the ball? Like, how do I shoot this ball so that it goes in every time? Because you can shoot the ball all you want.
And you want to shoot to make those points. You're not just shooting to shoot. So what is the best form for you,
right,
to actually make those points to be the winning team? Not
Correct.
Just shooting to shoot it. Anybody can shoot a ball, but the fact is you have what it takes. So you're going to go through this form.
Correct. Mm-hmm. That's just life. We don't understand that we'll prepare for a game. We'll prepare for a trip. You know, a trip might only be a week or two, or it might even just be 3 days. We'll prepare for everything in our lives, but we don't prepare for life in general.
Yes.
We don't prepare for small things like what we gonna eat.
Yeah.
It's something simple.
Yes.
You know, we'll go out there and we'll spend all day ripping and running, and then we'll just eat whatever. We'll grab, and I'm not knocking on you fast food chains, but I'm just saying, some of the food is not the best.
No, not hardly.
And so if you don't have a plan or a strategy or how to implement that plan, procedural, you don't have a procedure to do it, then you can find yourself in with a lot of health problems. You can find yourself, because I don't know if you know, food is fuel.
Definitely. You are what you eat.
Yeah. And if
so
you
don't go to the grocery store, just getting candy bars and
I
Oreos and
like
pop
chocolate.
and soda, because this caffeine. No.
I like cherry Pepsi.
No.
So she's right though. So we, in my house, we don't drink a lot of pop. What we do, ginger ale in the black household is medicine. Right. So it's in the household.
Did you say it's medicine?
It is.
Yes,
it is. Everybody got black.
Right.
I bet you go open your refrigerator right now, you got some ginger ale in there. Even if it's one can. You got me too. I'm a Canada Dry type person. That Barnard, you can take that off the shelf.
It's old school.
Yeah, you can take that off the shelf.
Yeah.
But I bet you every single one of y'all got a can of ginger ale in your refrigerator now, because that's medicine, right? So besides that, we really don't buy a lot of pop. It's like we'll get the smaller cans. I think it's probably like, I don't even know if it's 8 ounces. Yeah, it's like the 8 ounce can. It's not even a 16. It's like an 8 ounce. It's not even a 12 ounce can. It's like an 8 ounce can. The smaller ones, we'll get that, and that's like our little shot. It's funny in our house because what's how we gonna take our shot today? Right. You know, if my son got to study for a test, or I got something to do, or I'm up doing an order late at night, and it's like I just need that little bit of boost. I'm gonna take that little shot. That's my shot. Shot. I'm gonna take my shot.
And the best part of the ginger ale is ultimately the key ingredient being ginger, and it's very gut healthy. So you want to be mindful of it. I saw even different YouTubers and people make the authentic ginger ale using ginger and spiritual water and the lime and lemon and getting that same taste, but cutting out all that extraness. Yeah. You know, but yes.
If you wanna, we'll maybe one day have a little episode about that, because I do drink a smoothie here and there. When I drink my tea, I do grate ginger in it, and I put lemon in there, and sometimes I'll drink the warm lime water in the morning with a little bit of the Himalayan salt, the pink Himalayan salt, and that's supposed to help with digestion. It's supposed to help with all that, but we can get more into that. But that's just me trying to help clean my mind and
clarity.
And the research that I've been doing, because you want to get rid of all that waste that you've had from the day before. Get rid of yesterday and start today new, you know.
Just like we upkeep with our cars constantly, to get that oil change and get the gas.
Declarative. I know I need an oil change. I know I have to change my oil and get new tires and all that. You live in Cleveland. If you live in Cleveland, you definitely getting some tires every year. Definitely. Every year, if not every 6 to 8 months.
Or season, right, exactly.
Yeah. Yes. So that's a declarative knowledge. Now the procedure and the strategy, you don't go to do that. Right. You're supposed to do it like every 2,000 or 5,000 miles, right? Yeah, okay. Just saying. That's your declarative, that's your procedure, and your strategy is go do it. Or your car warranty. If you got a car warranty, they ain't gonna let you get that warranty. They ain't gonna even let you use that warranty if you ain't doing the strategy that they gave you, okay? Because they want that maintenance done, because they're saying the maintenance is on you if you don't.
Step one, you buy the car. Now step two, you want to continue on how to take care of the car. They're keeping up with the maintenance, same as your mental health. Not only do you
But
wake
with that
up, wash
body.
your face, rejuvenate, you read sometimes. You go out and you get your fresh air. You want to apply the proper things to help you be great, to fuel.
Yeah.
The more natural fuels will definitely help clear all the clog in your brain.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that all comes back to metacognition because it's just knowing, like to know, to be aware of yourself. If you go to your doctor and your doctor like you got high blood pressure, come on now. You knew you had high blood pressure before that. Look at your diet, look at what you've been eating.
Yeah.
They say you got your sugars high.
Right.
Everybody got the sugar.
Oh no.
They got the sugar.
Yes.
He got that sugar. Yeah, but if you got that and you look at your diet, carbohydrates turn into sugar. Mm-hmm. So some things turn to sugar. It's good, like fruits turn into sugar too, but those are better fruits for you because they also not are giving you some of that sugar. It's all natural sugar, not that high fructose crap that we be.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Steer away from it.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love my popsicles.
Yes.
So we just had some bomb pops this past holiday.
Some chocolate.
And chocolate is I love chocolate. I like chocolate, and I like my man chocolate. So I'm just saying, I love chocolate.
Heard that, girlfriend.
I'm saying, I just like my chocolate. I'm chocolate. So but with that being said, honestly, just having that knowledge of knowing, okay, I know that I didn't eat that well, so maybe the next day you try to do better, or you compensate. It's just knowing. Mm-hmm. It's using your different knowledge bases, your declarative, your procedural, and your strategy based on how to just have a better and healthy mind.
Yes.
And that way that helps your perception too. Because when your brain is all clogged up, you gonna be. You ever heard somebody say they hangry? Mm-hmm. You hungry, and then if you grab a Snickers, which don't get me wrong, I like Snickers. Snickers, come on, reach out to us. We'll even advertise for you. Snickers, go ahead and throw us some free Snickers. We'll eat some Snickers on here. I love Snickers, but I'm saying Snickers is good to eat because it does have the peanuts in it. But you could have just got a handful of nuts.
Yeah, you gotta make it make sense sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta plan, but you can't do that if you don't have the proper things with you. Like, just telling some of our business again, we both do a little side hustle where we gotta drive around and deliver meals. Ain't shouting y'all out till y'all give me a little extra. Again, I'll start shouting all these businesses out once you start paying us for some free advertising. Right. I even wear my shirt and my hat, bring my bag, okay? But we do a little side hustle, right? And nowadays, I think everybody has to have some type of second income or some type of side hustle. On top of the shirts that we do, it's another side hustle. And that's one thing, it helps with our mental. We found out that it mentally helps us because we separate ourselves from the everyday work life. Mm-hmm. And then we got our own regimen and we make our own routine. And sometimes that's good for you. I know a lot of people in the workforce today, I found out that a lot of the younger force, they just quit a job. Yeah. In a second. Yeah. They ain't giving 2 weeks notice and they leaving.
With no problem. Not learning a skill or obtaining anything from it. Sidebar, my son told me, my friend just got a job and they told him to wash dishes. Talking about he had to go to the bathroom. He was out. I said, oh, okay.
This generation is different than us. Yes. We were taught to, you sit there and you get that job until you die. Yeah. I mean, now we retiring and stuff, but I'm just saying that's how what we was taught. Like we were raised with grandparents, and our grandparents was like, "You get that job, baby. You get you a good job, and you go ahead and you work that." Yeah. Retirement's and it can set you up, but you gotta have that declarative, procedural, and strategy knowledge because if you don't, that's of course you're gonna quit. You quit before you needed a job, you need money, but you didn't even get down to any of the other knowledges. You just know stuff without doing stuff.
Yeah, and you didn't fully put that plan into action. Nope. And a lot of people have these strategies and not every strategy works for everyone. Some need to see it. Some need to be hands-on. Yeah. Some need to be verbally told and still be hands-on with learning. No one goes into what we say like building cars or let alone into a restaurant without orientation. Mm-hmm. Orientation is to get to know the ins and outs, and then you have your training. They even got paid training now. I didn't have paid training. We had that week in the hole. And man, they do paid training because this is just that serious out there.
Man, my dude, he had to wait a whole month. He was so upset.
Oh no.
He was like, I feel like I've been waiting a month to get paid.
Working for free.
And he like, I don't like this. And
Yeah.
most people, if you put a young person in that position, they quitting because they're like, I don't even care about that check. You just made me wait a whole month.
That's for sure.
Yeah, so sometimes you got to have a plan. And in your plan, if it doesn't work out, it's okay to have a plan B. It's okay to, I'm not saying it's not okay to quit because you don't want to be somewhere that's not serving you.
Correct.
But have a plan. Don't just quit. Quitting is not the option, you know, and that's all about perception. Again, taking it back to perception. You got to be aware of how you think in your own process. And if you're used to just doing things like I quit.
Yeah. You're not going to make it too far, you know. You're missing out on other opportunities, potential opportunities, whether it's scaling up in that job or let alone you might miss out on an opportunity with your friends or loved ones because now you don't have the money because you didn't see something through.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's all about planning. We can't always be prepared for everything.
Right.
Get yourself faith-based, however you want to faith-based it. You know, I believe in God. Lord Jesus Christ is my Savior. And if you have that, you won't fall for anything. They say if you stand for something, you don't fall for anything. So have something to bag you. Get some type of spiritual. If you just want to meditate, however you want to do it. I'm gonna always promote Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm gonna promote him. That's what I am. I'm sorry because y'all don't like it. That's all I'm telling you because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna say it on here. I'm gonna talk about my faith. Deal. I'm gonna be. You know, because I'm not gonna knock your faith either. No, you know, everybody can believe what they want to believe. Everybody can love who they want to love, and at the end of the day, I'm just saying you might want to tap into that. You can't just be out here by yourself.
No. Not with so many options. Yeah, definitely take what adheres to you, what resonates with you, you know. I also learned something too based off of the strategy of knowledge was having the 5 P's, which was people, purpose, platform, partnership, and problem solving.
5.
Yes.
Say them again one more time.
People, process, platform, partnership, and problem solving.
That's 5.
Yeah, I found those I found those very important because the people contribute. Everyone has something to contribute. Like right now, we saw ourselves contributing to a bigger forum, not just individually, but to a collective form to get a message out there.
Right.
And our process, it just took a series of actions. You know, we're planning to succeed, continue to succeed. We're like-minded successors. So
we're P.Y.Ts.
Yes.
we're patiently yearning through transformation.
Yes.
And the only way to transform is to transform your mind. You can't transform. You can't say, I want to do better. Now you can say it. You can speak it into existence.
Yeah, speak that affirmation.
You can speak it into existence.
But actions.
But you're going to have to put some action because you know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over and over. You see how we repeated that? We didn't even practice that. You want to know why?
But we were insane.
We were in sync because at the end we were insane because we were not waiting for transformation. We were just living life and we had no strategy. We had no plan. We had our perception. We were leading by our perception. We were confident in our wrong.
Oh, very true.
So confident in our wrong.
Yeah.
Now we are
in that growth mindset.
Yeah.
And we're learning so be patient through the process.
We're not confident in our wrong no more. Now we are humbly in our right.
Humbly in our right. Yes.
We humbly in our right now. Mm-hmm. So we ain't confidently wrong no more. We humbly in our right. So when we know, and we can be humble about it because there's no point in even we'll be about to get all the other hookup for. Be humbly right. Yeah. I'm humbly right. Yeah. I'm gonna sit here and be humbly right.
Absolutely.
Not confidently wrong.
Right. So, declarative. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So patiently yearning transformation through your perception and metacognition. Mm-hmm. Yes. We
setting up the platform. We gained a partnership and also work with other partners, like say our book bag drive.
Yeah.
You know, it's a partnership. We didn't have to do it, but yes, shout out to Mobley and the Wolf Pack for allowing us to be a part of that, you know. And then problem solving is set skills. You know, regulating change, you know, knowing how to be a great problem solver. It's not always easy.
No.
But you want to transfer for the good, you're going to do what it takes and you're going to be patient with it. to be youthful in the process and not be so angry and upset trying to figure things out. You want to go through the process.
So if you want to be a pretty young thing, you're going to have to patiently yearn through transformation.
Yes.
You're going to have to yearn a little bit, and you're going to have to be patient because it's a process, as she said. Yes. What's your 5 P's again?
People, process, platform, partnership, and problem solving.
So if you want a purpose and you want to problem solve, you're going to have to use your metacognition. Just think about thinking.
Yeah, think about thinking.
Think about thinking.
Through. It's okay to take a second thought.
It's okay.
And you know, excuse me, speaking of perception, people, I would say, especially our little people, you ask them a question, why is it taking so long? In our head, we already know the answer. They don't know. They're still processing their thoughts.
Perception is like we're hounding them, but we know it. And that's just like the teachers. So teachers, shout out to them teachers out there, because I don't ever think I could ever be a teacher. People say I would be a good teacher.
We are though, yeah. And
people say I would be a good teacher, and I don't believe that because I know my patience. But I think my patience runs a little more thinner with my children because I raised them. So I know they know certain things. It's just they're not trying. They're so used to mom is going to solve it, mom is going to make it happen, that they kind of take advantage of the fact that I ain't got to think, because I know she's going to feed me.
Right.
I ain't got to think. I know she's going to give me some shoes and some clothes.
No.
So so we've been practicing some at my house, and it's just conscious thinking, and it's just making good decisions through conscious thinking and priorities. So put your priorities at the top of the list, and at the bottom is your chill spot, because it's summertime now. So I know some of you parents was going through the same thing that we going through. Like, you not about to get up and play the game all day. Like, you shouldn't even touch a game till your priorities is there. If you don't remember what your priorities are, write them down. Check them off. I use lists. I'm getting older. I write it down. I told her the other day. I told her the other day, if I say yes to something and didn't write it down, it was a no.
Right.
Because if I ain't wrote it down, it didn't happen. My mind is not going to remember. I could call her. She can call me back 10 to 15 minutes later, and she'll be like, hey, Eb, I'm returning your call. She's like, what did you call me about? And I'll be like, I don't know.
And even created something, if we can't get to the phone ready, keyword. That's
strategy.
That
is our strategy.
For our communication.
That is our strategy.
Keyword. If I can't answer right away, sis, just give me a keyword. That way we know. Boom, get right to topic.
Thinking about thinking. So we helped each other with the communication style, and you might have to help your kids. So, and we're very, very, very passionate about our youth. We have youth, so we're passionate about our youth. They're our future.
Yes.
And right now they looking real crazy. Call out what you may, but I read something the other day on TikTok and on Instagram, and it was Twitter, and they were like a party till they get shot up, and I'm like, we used to party, and you didn't have no social media besides her and her.
The police shut it down, not to us. Oh Lord!
And honestly, it's probably till your parent come home, because we didn't even get a lot of our parties shut down.
Our parents was there. We was actively supervised and still have fun. That I did not know that.
Man,
is that what they
I'm gonna have to send you it. Matter of fact, I might even have to. I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna post it, and I'm gonna show you. And it said a party ain't a party till it get shot up, and it's like, nah, I don't want to go. I like my life.
Yeah, I want to go to more parties.
I don't like some of the people in my life, but I like my life. Yeah. I'm
heavy on the love and life.
Yeah, nah, I don't want to go to that party because I don't want to risk it. That's not fun to me.
Yeah,
that's not fun to me to get shot. Like, I don't want to wake up and I was like, girl, I got shot. Like, that's not something I want to brag about. Okay. Yeah. I want to brag about the fact that I was able to have those mega knees back in the day, but that's back in the day. That's when we was Tootsie rolling and Tootsie Roll.
Right after the Freak Me era, it was just a simple back that thing up era, etc.
We from the 99 and the 2000s. Yeah. So, but yeah, we just it's sad because we didn't have no cell phones. She had a camera all the time, so she can caught some stuff, but we ain't about to talk about her. Yeah. She was being the weirdo.
Wholesome though.
Yeah. It's just we weren't getting caught by social media. We wasn't cameras everywhere. We wasn't no selfies of everything. We didn't have to document everything we did. We just had fun, and we got memories for days.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we documented things, but to the point where we impacted each other so much that we can say, remember that time when we were at such and such house or at such and such park, or we all went to the movies. Like,
it takes a
times have
village.
changed,
It's not like that no more. And it's like the kids have. So we want to help the kids with their thinking about thinking, their perception, and metacognition. And I know that your environment, your behavior, your beliefs, and your knowledge can change that. But this is a knowledge base.
Yeah.
Metacognition, knowing your thought process order to patiently yearn transformation. Yes. P.Y.T. You want to be a P.Y.T.? You want to be a pretty young thing? You want to not to work? Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yearn that transformation. Yeah. If you're really longing for transformation and you're longing to get better and you're waiting for that mindset to change, and you might have a great mindset, but everybody, there's always room for improvement somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
Always. And again, we're never self-proclaimed psychologists. We're never self-proclaimed specialists. We've just done some research. We've been to classes. We've done parenting classes. We've done different types of classes. We've done. Yes. I've attended classes and different seminars that just helps us. I actually attended a seminar about metacognition, and it's about your thought process, and it's about basically. And I can share some links. We'll have some links below.
Yes, links below.
We'll have the links below for the shirts about the metacognition. Where we got our information from, because we don't just be throwing out information that we don't know.
We are in the age of the know.
Man,
look it up. We got many Palm Pilots. That used to be the thing. Shoot, your 2-year-old probably have one.
My 10-year-old can handle them better than I can.
Right. I'm like, what bike is this?
Yeah. We was in here trying to take pictures. We ain't even gonna talk about that.
Don't you say me.
Right. But your muscle, when you are thinking about thinking and you're using your metacognition, and patiently yearning through transformation, your muscle memory gets better, your consistency gets better, and that equals your discipline. So it keeps you disciplined, and it keeps you to a point where you will have strategies, you will have procedural knowledge, and you will have declarative knowledge. We don't want to just stop at a declarative knowledge, because if you got you ever met somebody that just talk just to talk, like they know a lot, but they don't do a lot. A lot of y'all done seen some people like that. Yes. If you ever watch Snowfall and you seen the ending of Snowfall, he had a lot of declarative knowledge at the end, because he had nothing to show for. Yeah. At the end of all of that, nothing to show for. And don't be one of those people who you end up with nothing to show for just because you didn't have a strategy.
You want to be able to sustain your knowledge. You know how to manage it, how to build upon to add to your know. Same as we ride a bike, right? Tie our shoes. From reading the card, from procedural knowledge to learning the recipe to the point where you don't even need the recipe card, but you know that you need your dry ingredients in one bowl and your wet ingredients in another one for it to be more successful. It's gonna still come out, but how to make it
mixing it all together. Data bakers over there. That's why I just go over there and just order something. I was just mixing.
Right. I love it though. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This the ability to adapt to your environment and to become better than the environment. Don't let your environment be the only thing that influences you in your learning, because you might not come from a great area, but that doesn't mean you can't be great. Yeah. Don't let your environment fool you. You know, you got to adapt and grow from it, and then your willingness just to learn and your learning style. You can change that up. You can just Honestly, when I attended that seminar, what they told me was you should be able to pull from all the different types of learning styles. And we'll break down the learning styles probably on our next one. We'll talk about the learning styles on the next one. We'll break down what the learning styles are, what the different learning styles are, and we'll break that down, and we'll go into basically what learning styles there are. Like she said, I'm very visual. If she can tell me down the street could be 3 hours away, 2 miles away, a minute away. It don't matter. She say down the street.
Say our measurement of time we spoke about. What's your measurement? Down the street, around the corner. Yeah, my son, he will say, "Ma, you at such and such." Yeah, he got my location. Yeah, and I just crack up. Ma, you not okay? I'm 5 minutes away. Then you know I'm
down the street. Right. It's always her measurement of time. So
not on the way. Yeah. I'm down the street around the corner. I could be down on the other side of Warrensville in Euclid versus Warrensville
Yeah, I'm definitely one of them on the ways, and we ain't even gonna go into that, but I was on the ways. I'm on the way. Yeah. But just making good decisions begin with prioritizing and just being able to learn and your willingness to learn. So doing things in a task with your intentions and focusing and prioritizing and having a plan. Have a plan. And even if that plan doesn't work, it's just realizing that you might have to adjust
Recognize
that plan.
every possible solution.
That's reps. Remember I told you she threw it out there. She threw it out there.
And you can't lose with that. If you recognize every possible solution, you're gonna find out that there is more solution than there actually is problems. Plain and simple.
And have you ever met somebody that has more problems than the solutions?
Yeah.
And they always got a problem for your solution?
I'd be like, another solution.
There you go. I'm pulling them out. I'm pulling them out left and right. Bow. You get a solution. You get a solution. You get a solution.
Okay, next time we're going to do XYZ.
Group
but
economics.
I have a solution. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Group economics is a solution to some of the problems that we're having in our community. And if you like us, you like what we're bringing, share, like below. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, soon to come. Check us out. Mm-hmm. Email us. Get a shirt.
Yes.
Walk around, let them know.
Go to our events.
Yes.
Feeding the Hungry, our Operation Keep Warm.
Yeah.
Our Mobile Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
To our school drives. It helps. So it's bigger than us. We're making it bigger than us. Yes.
Yes. And we'll be sharing those different events, and we'll let you know as they get closer to those events. We'll let you know. If you would like to give, you can always reach out to us, and we can talk more about just making sure that we all become like-minded successors, accomplishing economic growth, because it's absolutely necessary.
Yes.
But I'm Ebony, and again, I represent ENDT's Ebony Onyx.
And I'm Stephanie, represent I'm Aware.
And together we are Group Economics. Thank you.
You.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share.